let's talk about a different one real quick.
Young Joc. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. You know what I'm saying? Young Joc, man. You know what I'm saying? He young. I don't think he got that perm no more. But Young Joc is always in the news every year in the media for something, bro. For a man that seemed like he got at least 4 different jobs and actively on a fucking TV show, he's always doing something.
Ubering.
And he got a fucking radio show in the morning. 94.5.
As soon as he leave that motherfucker, Uber on. Come on.
You feel me? He's doing shows. He's opening up businesses and stuff.
What Joc saying, man?
All right, man. My man Joc tweeted out, "Black culture has to stop glorifying thugs. These niggas haven't shot one Klansman or a racist cop. Only you and your family. Facts or fiction?"
First a question. Is this in light of what just happened?
No, this is just something that he
before.
tweeted out.
This is before.
This is before what happened.
Before
He's just speaking in general. Is it facts or fiction?
Now, okay, on that statement.
Yes, sir.
We can't give him fact or fiction? This is 100% facts to me.
Explain why you feel it's
facts. Yeah, like what?
Yeah, because that's a very tricky subject.
It's not really that tricky. Our culture is the most divided culture out there. We want to see people succeed, but not at the expense of succeeding before us.
Crab in the bucket. Gotcha.
Crab in the bucket mentality. And when you think about people getting shot, besides, everyone's, to be basic about it, everyone's against black culture. Everyone, like Paul Mooney said, everyone wants to be a nigga until they have to be a nigga.
Yeah.
And we are so,
black
and I can give you a perfect example. If I'm selling you this notebook as a black entrepreneur, I made this notebook, designed it up, everything. You can go to the store and get this notebook for $1. But if I say, I need $5 for it because I had to put the materials in it, you're going to look at me and say, you're fucking crazy. I can buy me a regular notebook for $1. Am I lying? Okay. I buy it for $1. Why would I buy this from you like that? We're the only culture that doesn't know our history, and we're the only culture that literally actively get into it with each other. I seen Bosco 100 on the interview recently. I seen Bosco 100 on the interview say.
No, finish.
I seen Bosco 100 on the interview say that he got asked the question, why do you seem like, they were talking about gangs. How come black gangs be so quick to squash with everybody else but go at it with extra other people? When you think about that situation, that's kind of good. That's kind of a better example. Think about Hispanic gang. They all ride for each other. They'll chop niggas up, all that shit. Let's think about like the LKs or the Mexican Mafia or whatever the case is. MS-13, all the Brown Pride, all of them niggas. If we had to go to war with them niggas, we would be trying to figure out how to stop that situation before going to war. But if the nigga down the street, good example like with Chicago, if the nigga on the other block was saying some shit or trying to do some shit, we in the car, toted up, ready to go, ride down on a bunch of niggas. We kill more of our own culture than people kill of us. And I believe that 100%. We have, rest in peace to one of our brothers. This second statement he said, haven't shot one Klansman or racist cop. I'm actively, probably not still beefing with these niggas right now, but I got into it with my bros for saying rest in peace to one of my brothers that I remember. We may have had situations go on, but I still remember him for all the good times we had. The people that killed him was the police. These niggas didn't want to ride on the police. They didn't get mad at it, the situation, nothing. These niggas got mad at me because I said rest in peace to the nigga. We're not actively out here shooting Klansmen, racist people, the cops. Because no one wants to go to war with the cops because they're the biggest gang in the world. They're paid to kill you. And essentially. It's not the laws and codes that they stand by, but essentially they're paid to kill you.
If you give them reason to, they will shoot you.
And as of lately, you don't have to give them a reason. They will shoot you. And they can get away with it.
That's why you just got to stay out their way.
Our solidarity needs to become more stronger. I don't want to see my bro next to me, in front of the camera, right next to me, my bro on the street. If y'all say y'all doing something, I support you 100% and want to see you succeed. But I don't want to, for some odd reason, when it comes to our culture, we want to feel either we're better than you, we're better than the next brother around us, or we're going to have to take them out. And I can speak from experience on if I got into it with any other race, I'm still riding the same way, but I'm more heavily trying to ride on a person that looked like me or the same skin tone and color of me than I am willing to ride on a motherfucker like a white person that would just call me a nigger. You know what I'm saying? To my face or some shit like that. I'll be actively trying to like not diffuse the situation, but trying to get into it with him. But if a black person says something to me like that, I'm ready to kill him.
So, this is what I gotta say to response. You make good points, valid points. But in the response to those points, take the cop example, right? 9 times out of 10, and everybody in here done had an incident with a cop. My worst incident with a cop, and feel free to chime in, anybody, has been with a black cop.
Yeah, it's systematic. It's cultural hate.
Fair enough. Any issue that I've had with a person in general, been with a black person.
Right.
Can anybody agree?
Are you?
So,
I think
but he's saying, do we glorify gangsters? Let's just keep this a buck here. Most of the all great
glorifying thugs. These niggas haven't shot one Klansman. Not one racist cop. Only you and your family.
Okay, first rhetorical. Is he going to shoot a Klansman?
Joc ain't no gangster.
Is he going to shoot a cop?
So we gonna act like cops haven't died in the line of duty.
Cops have died in the line of duty.
Cops have been getting shot.
See,
I think this is
Klansmen have been getting beat up.
No, this is my problem with
there's been any listen. Come on now. I'm not saying we may not know they Klansmen, but if you came out and said that N word as a white person, you were getting beat. Right now.
What he said is my problem with what he said. He act like
I had the argument literally yesterday.
Right now, a white person come on here right now, coming up saying nigga, we not on them. We not on them.
No, because
we not on them.
We will be on them, but we're going to jail for a hate crime. Yeah. And we would have to prove that he said nigger.
We're going to jail regardless. So what does it matter? We're not talking about.
No,
we're not going to jail.
Problem what he said was he's almost insinuating that no other race kills their own race.
Yeah,
and that's a lie.
I think his statement here is I'm not gonna say half-assed, but it's not fully developed.
Of course not.
If he would have said if he would have said black culture is glorifying rappers who acting like thugs, I can see.
But he can't say that.
But he's not saying. He's saying black culture is glorifying thugs, but they're not out here shooting cops and Klansmen, because most of the people that we see get shot, they're not doing anything wrong. Not to say that it's not happening like that, but white people are terrified to walk into the hood.
They've always been terrified.
Not to say that they won't go to war with them, but 9 times out of 10, if I'm into it with somebody else, it's like you said, it's normally with somebody of my own race.
If you go to war,
I'm ready to do damage and death blows from a street man. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's the part that that's the part that people get misconstrued. It's not like I'm just walking up to a black person saying, "Oh, I'm just trying to hurt."
It's levels to it.
Yeah, it's different stuff that person has did or that gang has did to me, or a person that I know to make me feel like that. So if a person say, if a Klansman lived right next door to me that did some shit to me, of course that nigga's getting out of there.
Unless you're Cameron, because he said if there was a rapist living next door him, he's just gonna move.
Yeah.
No, that was about a snitching. That's out of context. That was about snitching.
And then I can't even say for me, and then knowing the people that I know. Well, I ain't gonna say me.
Well, I just hate the fact that he's saying that like white people in the news haven't tried to put it out there to make it seem like we just horrible people in the first.
This is the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like
that's the crazy part.
I feel like
white people don't down other white people.
Yeah, white people do it all the time.
Yeah,
that's crazy to me.
I just feel like this. I still feel like this is true, but I feel like the context of it needed to be a little bit more fleshed out.
I feel like it's false because other races do the same thing.
They do the same thing.
So you can't blame just black people for that.
No, I think he specifically. Other races do the same thing, but like how he said he started off with black culture, and he's talking about specifically.
Yeah, he's saying black. That's what I'm saying, and that's why I say I disagree.
I can understand that because not only have I seen it happen, I've done it myself, and other people around me have done it. I can say that I am more intentionally ready to go do more intense harm to somebody of my own color than I would with.
So let me ask you
any
this:
other person.
You walking up to a random black person and trying to do intentional harm to him?
No, it's not random. I'm saying like
you saying he's more preempt to
preempt. If I had two options right now, like how this table is in half, if a white person is trying me, and a black person is trying me, yeah, I will fight that white person. That's all go. But I might try to shoot this black guy.
Why would you not?
Because even if they said the same exact shit to me, and I'm still triggered each way, I'm more likely, because it's been predetermined in me of the situation might happen afterwards, I'm more down to get into it with this man, his family, all the people that ride with him by shooting him than I am by shooting this white guy. And I think I understand what y'all are saying, but I think if y'all look at it on an internal level,
no,
I think
I'm doing the same thing.
No,
to a different rate.
Because you're not thinking all that in the heat.
Okay, so
you're not thinking all that in the heat.
Actually,
if you're telling me we're talking about physically going to do something, then that's when that thought comes in.
So I'll use it.
But heat of the moment, no, I'm not thinking.
I'll use it in a personal example then, and I'll ask all y'all this individually. I'll start with you, KD. Have you ever got into it with another race?
Another race, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you've had multiple instances where you got into it with somebody of the same race.
Hella times.
Are you willing to do more damage to the person that of your same race, or are you willing to do more damage to someone of a different race?
Me personally, I do the same damage to each and everybody.
That's my point.
You come to me, it's the same.
That's almost saying you racist against black people.
No, it's not in the same context.
How?
No, because
when you're mentally saying
you're mentally preparing yourself to take
it's the level of aggression, like how you said, it's about levels of shit. The level of aggression you do. If y'all are attacking me right now, right? And this is an example.
Honestly,
it's self-defense if I fight back.
Yeah,
but if I shoot y'all, I put in more aggression than you did.
No, what I'm saying is listen to the situation you said. You said if this white person says something to me and this black person says something to me, I'm gonna fight that white person. I'm gonna shoot that black person. That's racist. That's not.
It's almost like
it is a level of racism.
You're automatically assuming that this is going to be the worst outcome when that could easily just be worse.
Yeah, but
I've had incidences with both, and I can tell you right now, mentality-wise,
it's the same.
It's the same. I'm not giving this person the inch a day, nor this person,
right?
Because when it all boils down to it, I don't know what
that's
they're
like
gonna
giving
do.
that one person slack and we don't do
Especially
it.
like we got no time.
This how I put it to make more sense. In a court, and a white person gets less time and a black person get more time. It's the same. It's the same thing that they did. Same judge, but what's the difference?
Because the color of the skin.
So what would you think in that situation? That the judge was racist?
Because as far as I look at it, I'm going to jail either way it go.
I can see that.
I'm going down regardless.
I agree with y'all. And I am not racist in no shape or form or trans.
Of course not.
Y'all know that. I'm just speaking for the people on camera. But I know with the situations that I've been into, I'm more, even in the moment of the heat of the moment, yes, I'm down to do about the same amount of energy, but I'm more willing to take it even more extremer with the person that of the same color as me, because I'm willing to take that more risk than I am to take the risk with a cop.
Oh no, man.
It's like if I shoot a white guy, I'm thinking about the cops that's gonna chase me around.
I'm thinking
I'm just gonna speak on my aspect real quick. Yeah. If I shoot a white guy because he said something or did something to me, the thought process that's going in my mind was, yeah, I got that motherfucker, but now I'm gonna have to deal with the police trying to kill me. I'm gonna have to deal with potentially going to jail for life. I'm gonna have to deal with my family probably getting sued in this situation. But in the vice versa, if this black guy, and it could be any random black guy, if I get into it and I shoot him, I'm like, I got that motherfucker. I'll probably be like, yeah, I'll probably call all my niggas, yeah, we got this motherfucker. We probably gonna have to go to war and shit like that. Yeah, you feel me? I got down on him. And I will be literally trying to either go after retaliate against his family because I think his family gonna retaliate against me. I'm not concerned about if the white family gonna retaliate against me on a physical level. I'm more willing to accept what's going to happen when I do this to the person of my color than I am that's going to happen about this.
But a war,
it just doesn't make sense.
No. It makes sense, but it's not in the way you think it.
Yeah, that's what I just saying.
This is the part about it. What you just said is a hood mentality.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because that's what I think Joc means in what he was saying. When he's saying glorifying thugs and these guys are not out here shooting Klansmen and racist cops, I think he's looking at it like, if you're in the hood, you're not getting down on these motherfuckers because you're more scared of the ramifications here than you are about the person down the street.
The only problem I have with that point is
that's what I mean. I think he needed more things about it. That's why when he said
he said let's be honest, he said that to get a reaction.
Exactly. That's one, and then two, we all know Joc's not hood, so I can't even say he's talking like that out of a.
You know what I'm saying? Making it seem like he come from a hood aspect.
But
no, he's not even saying that. He's saying that on an ignorant aspect.
Thank you. And to your point, war is war. I don't care how you look at it.
War is war.
Whether you.
But I still think that I'm more willing to go to war with the nigga down the street than I am to go to war with the white person over there.
I can't say that because
I'll give you a definition.
I know he's trying to say.
I know what he's trying to say. Yeah,
but that's more so because of you knowing your enemy.
That's what I think Joc means. But I'll give you an example.
I feel like he's saying that because he's ignorant to what's going on.
Yes, he's ignorant. Yeah, there's no logic in what he just said.
Like I said, he's saying a black and white version of. That's
what I'm saying. Like that's why I said.
That's why you just explained made everything sound intellectual, but that wasn't intellectual.
Yeah. I think it was like I still believe in it facts if it's going the way that the way you explained it. That makes sense. Because he's generalizing, saying we believe in it.
Basically, but that's what I'm saying. I don't believe is that as
like. Are you? I'll say this. Are you willing to have a shootout with the police or a shootout with regular with niggas?
Both. Depends on the situation.
Well, I mean,
like if the situation is just violent all the way through and through.
What is the difference?
Well,
because you're gonna.
I think that's why I think about the hood mentality of the situation when he's talking about thugs. I think you're more willing to throw down with niggas than you are with the police.
Listen,
because the police has. Remember what's the line? You got all them guns and ain't nobody dead yet. All them shots and shit and nobody dead.
I know what you're saying on that, but no.
That's what I think he means in general.
Put it as a Klansman. Am I going? Am I going to shoot out a Klansman? Hell yeah. Why not a cop as more? Because that's a officer. Yeah. And that's the only reason because of that badge.
And not because of the person. To your point, the hood, or pretty much wherever you're from, we've been I'm gonna say institutionalized. That's the best way to say it. We've been institutionalized that you don't mess with the police. Yeah. Snitching, talking to them. You got that guard up.
That's what I mean.
Having said that,
when I say I'm more aggressive to the black culture, is because I'm more with that. You feel me? I'm with it. Yeah, a motherfucker might say, "Oh, you a bitch. Oh, you a bitch. I want to fight. Let's fight. I'll stab you. I'll shoot you."
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to go that far.
I don't think it's that though. I feel like
you gotta be like that with any race.
For instance, I feel like let's say you grew up on the street.
Like,
your enemies is the neighborhood over. Now let's say you moved from that street to a whole nother state. You're not on the same time.
But still, it's still going to. It is situational because some niggas like you take the hood out of a hood nigga, he's still a hood nigga.
Yeah, he's still a hood nigga, but I'm not automatically making that block that just move.
Like I said, bro,
you don't know in situation.
Like I'll give you an example. I don't know if y'all was at South at the time I was at South, but when I was with the South, right, I remember. Well, we was black, whites, everybody getting along and shit. But I remember when the race war was about to happen, right? Mm-hmm. This is what they call it: whites versus black. And all the racist white guys together. And you would look at some of your partners like, damn, nigga, I didn't even know you was racist.
Yeah.
And they were talking about, yeah, man, we ready to fight and all that shit.
No problem.
And I was actively right there in the middle of it. Was like, yo, so y'all ready to throw it out? And all my boys over here like, bro, listen, we either need to go get the gun or we need to figure out what's going on because that country right boy, he too big. That motherfucker, he got this going on. Because you know them.
Yeah.
But then I remember when it was like, you know, me and my peoples from some other people. We was out here breaking brass knuckles, knives. Nigga was like, oh, I'm upping it. We calling this nigga. We calling another nigga.
But
Niggas
see,
that don't even go to school.
see,
We calling them like, yo.
And
we gonna have
the same
to kill
people in the same situation.
But see, here's the thing though.
And we had some, you know what I'm saying, when we squashed the situation with the white people, because it started with this white guy and this black girl. It was, I can't remember what was said, but it was something like kind of racist. She was fucking with him, but you know, you're gonna have the whole context of the situation. But it got solved without it being that serious. But everybody was ready to go for it. But more people was willing, like, yeah, we probably should holler at them first. Because they seen them and it was like, I know how these guys get down. I understand the aspect of, yo, we should have the same energy with the same situation. But then when another situation happened a couple days later, when black versus black, niggas is out here, we calling niggas that don't even go to school.
But again, that's the
about bring the chopper. We finna blow this bitch up.
That's a situation of people you know.
Yeah,
we're talking about people we don't know.
Okay.
There's no rhyme or reason, you know what I'm saying, for me to have a 911 with myself to say, I'm not gonna do this. If something, bro, if somebody
it ain't like somebody, a black person just going up to another black person,
we own. Now,
like it's history behind it.
The hot down on it. Look, the only thing I can say is we definitely know them, or depending how bad you want your revenge, we gonna actually go, we gonna do them, but do you really want your revenge? Because they scared. How far are you gonna take? Because they scared. When they realize they done made a mistake. Well, we don't have, how many situations, he's not here, but how many situations we had with him?
We had bad situations.
How many situations we had?
And we had to take it to the extreme every fucking time.
And
these niggas was trying to come over here and jump us, but we was not trying to jump these niggas. And you don't even look at me. Don't even try to lie to me. Anytime we had situations with niggas, they was like, yo, we came to fight. We did not come to fight. We was just like these niggas that's in the news and shit talking about. We like Meek Mill. I don't fight. What you talking about? I shoot. But also you gotta think about this aspect. It's an intimidation aspect. How far are you willing to go to scare someone to do something?
Then flip it around. How many times we got phone calls having people saying, "Hey, we don't got a problem with you. We got a problem with your mans."
Oh, we had that many times. But you gotta think about this. Every time that situation happened, they called us because they knew how far we were willing to take it. They just weren't ready to go that far.
That's what I'm saying.
So if a nigga want to fight, yeah, we'll pull up. You know what I'm saying? We thinking he might. You know, you always gotta do the average. If a nigga say he want to fight, that means he's gonna bring at least 5 to 10 people. So I mean, we gotta bring 30, and then our niggas is come with guns, and then we like, all right, we ready to fight. But most of our niggas are literally, you know, most of our niggas is like, bro, I'm not coming over here to fight. I'm coming to shoot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we really didn't take it that far. And I've been in situations where, you know, I've got into it with Hispanics, whites, and stuff like that. And I've always asked the niggas around me, like, yo, let's go get these niggas. And they be like, yo, chill out, bro, because they got no type of
When
niggas.
Shorty brought dude over here, when he had his situation, when Shorty brought dude over here, what was we talking about over there? We don't know this dude from a can of paint, but we on.
Yeah, we can. Yeah,
we
that
on.
was how we go. But we, you know,
we was like, hey, as soon as he even looks stupid, we on.
True. You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree with what you saying. It's all situational. Because I remember, you told me about a story with you and old boy, when y'all got into it with the Mexicans.
Yeah.
And I know that you and old boy, y'all was, well, not old boy so much, but I know you was like, yo, I'm going to call my people, we ready to get down. But if I remember correctly, you told me, and old boy told me, like, niggas was like, yo, we need to squash this shit. Because motherfuckers were more scared about who else they were going to bring and how far it is going to take.
And then to make that situation worse, conversations were had when they actually got set down. They were really waiting for this. They was like, listen, we already knew the problem that was going to be. It was going to be between y'all and us. We won't worry about nobody else. And then all that got squashed was, me and old boy still ended up getting down on one of them, but hey.
But yeah, that's why I can't say that his is facts. That's why I just say it's an ignorant statement.
Yeah, he definitely didn't finesse that right.
But man, I feel what you're saying.